Okay, so I just wanted to come and do a quick video on this subject matter because I've gotten emails with questions around this subject. And this is advanced souls. Advanced souls, but being children. Coming up with that understanding, but not having the proper people in place to help them understand themselves or even help their parents understand who they were or who they are. And, you know, whenever we have situations like that, it's like, who do you blame, really? Especially when you have a society that's so afraid of things that they cannot control. Like, okay, there's information I can't control. There's knowledge I can't control. And I don't feel like I have access to it. So I'm going to put it in a box called evil. And the information that I can control that makes me feel safe and secure in that is holy information. And it feels safe because it's what I know. You know, how would they have the information to better serve their children or these advanced souls? And, you know, I'm going to be talking about this more because it's definitely relevant, and especially in this time that we're in. And, whoa, you know, at right about now, because this is 2019 when I'm recording this. As a matter of fact, January, the beginning of 2019. Right about now, and a great part of 2019 and moving forward, but a great part of 2019, we are definitely having like these crystalline beings coming in, children. Of course, they come in as children first because that's the process of growth. But they're highly advanced souls, and they are looking to help the human existence evolve. And like with that, guess what? A lot of the abuse and karmatic cycles has to end. So you will see them mostly in relationships or coming in with people that's gotten together that has dealt with a lot of their karmic baggage. I will say this. So, yes, you may even see older parents giving birth to these kids as well. Okay? And it could be younger, don't get me wrong. It just depends on the individuals and how they work through their junk. Okay? How they evolved. And it's going to take evolved parents to help facilitate these children. Because we don't need them coming into a lot of these karmic situations to where now you come in. It's already hard enough to come in as a soul and remember your job or your duty when you have people that are put in place that's brainwashing you with what they want you to know. It makes it 10 times harder to rise as as the soul being or evolve as a soul being. Just be the soul being you're supposed to be. And how I know is because I have these emails coming from these individuals that was highly advanced, but they felt blocked, they felt trapped, they felt like they really couldn't do their job. They really couldn't be who they were. They were confused and all of that because their environment did not facilitate their growth. It was not good for their growth, you know? It's about time we start breaking these karmic cycles, and people feel like they can't, but no, that's only a thought process. You can when you do better, when you do differently. You get what I'm saying? And you work to have it your mission to break these karmic cycles in your lineage as well. I'll be talking a lot about that. But my point is this. They don't need to come into abusive environments. Environments where there's potential for them to be molested, beat, brainwashed. Their spirit or their aura polluted or corrupted. Even with information. And yes, you definitely can corrupt a person, an individual, a soul, an aura field, whatever, with information. Especially when it's information that has nothing to do with the new time that we're in. Let's be completely clear. Now, I want to give you guys a few signs because, see, listen, and this is not to alarm anybody. But this is just what I've gotten. Like, I've gotten visions of this. I've got understandings of this. I've observed this in other children. Guys, when I'm getting up here talking to you about stuff, it's not because I'm pulling it out of my butt. You know, I had a clear blue sky, you know, in a sense, but no. Because most times, especially when you get things on a spiritual level, there, like, spirit will give you physical signs or physical understanding of it. That way you can explain it, you know, if it's something that you need to explain. Me, I have worked with kids for a long time, like since I've been 12 years old. All right. I'm in my 30s now. Go figure. I work with all ages of children. I observe them. I've been around them. I'm constantly around them. People that know me personally know. And, you know, I've seen, like, have a conversation with them. There's a lot of them that see things earlier on. Like, I've had quite a few of them tell me about figures that they saw, you know, and they weren't afraid. It wasn't like it was something that was coming to haunt them, you know, and just different things. Like I watched them talk amongst each other, and something that like a majority of people wouldn't know that's going on with them, maybe their parents. And here is the problem, because their parents are seeing it as, okay, something is wrong with you, or I don't know what to do with this. So they encourage the kid to be quiet about it, or they give them what they feel like it is. But still, I brought that up to let you know, like, I'm very much affiliated with children. Okay. Well, with that being said, I wanted to say this, not to alarm anybody, but think about it like this. I'm gonna give you guys this little way to understand this better. Think about it like this. Whenever there's a party going on, everybody's drinking, dancing, having fun, getting lit. They lit in the party. And the DJ is the one the DJ's at the booth. He's on the mic and he's talking, whatever. Now imagine somebody coming into the crowd of this lit party that's going on, yelling out, trying to get everybody's attention. More than likely, it's not going to happen, right? So what has to happen? The person has to come in, go to the DJ booth, deliver the message to the DJ, and then the DJ announces it over the speakers, over the mic. They might have to shut the music down, whatever. But they have the power to get everybody's attention. All right. This is what we're dealing with a lot of these children. These evolved souls that's coming in. They're coming in. People are saying that they have mental issues. The biggest thing is going to be mental issues. The biggest thing. Because they will not fit in the norm. Some of them will be rebellious. We're talking about the Aquarian energy here. Will be heavily rebellious. To where it's like you don't know how to control them. You don't know how to punish them. Because first of all, you go to beat them physically. There's laws saying that you can't do that. And that's not going to make it any better. You have to actually understand them. And you have to actually abide by the format that they're coming in with. And it's not a matter of getting mad at me and saying, oh, kids are controlling everything. No. Because half of y'all will be at the nearest police station as soon as possible, ASAP, if another person put their hands on you. You will be trying to sue the person, bury them alive, just go after their whole life for physically touching you. And you will tell a person, you can say what you want. I can say what I want, but you better not touch me. Okay. So it's not about none of that. It's about the fact that you had the people in what they were taught, how they were brought up, and they feel strongly about it. Oh, that worked. Guys, I was at the doctor's the other day, and it was two older women there, and they were talking about their grandkids, you know, and they were saying how the kids these days are out of control and they do all kinds of stuff. And look at them. Really, they're the product of their environment. Really, they are the product of who raised them. Okay. But nonetheless, it was just so much bashing them. And yeah, and you can't even touch them these days. Because if you touch them, you're going to jail. And they took this away and they took that away. And you used to get beat in school. I promise you, I was like, Spirit had to set up my life like this on purpose. I'm just at that age to where they was going out with the beatings at the schools. Okay. I happened to get spanked on my hand one time. Very hard with a paddle. For me making a mistake. Everybody, listen, my pimp family can tell you, I never was one of those kids that go and act up in school. I was not destructive or nothing. I picked up the wrong thing, went to go pick up the wrong thing. She was saying I didn't follow instructions. So she took the paddle and smacked the crap out of my hand. And that affected me a lot. I was like, oh my God, I don't even want to make a mistake. That is the problem. That is why you don't give teachers or other people permission to put your hands on your child, or a child in a public facility or a school, because you're going to have those people that are just plain old impatient and they're going to smack your child just because, or that is not going to have the best understanding for that child in place. They're going to expect the child to go and sit down 24/7 or for hours at a time, when every child is not equipped to do that. And when they cannot, they have behavioral problems. That is why that change needs to happen. Okay. And like I said, majority of people that advocate this will be ready to shut another person's life down if they was ever to be touched. Okay. And because of the fact that some people can't draw the line of what you call discipline and abuse. A lot of people can't draw that line. Okay. But these older women, they were so adamant about the fact that, well, we're fine. We got beat down and we're fine. Look at us. And I'm like, really? Are you fine? Because as a person that studies psychology, the deeper you dig off of surface stuff, the more you find those hidden goodies of what we are afflicted with till this day. And the way that it seems to me is that you have to inflict some type of physical pain on someone to demonstrate your love for them. And you see that even in abusive situations and abusive relationships and all that. And you don't. And how I know, after being a teacher or a child facilitator for years, I'm talking really if you go back to when I first began, we talking years, 20 years or more. And I tell you, never have I ever had to lay a hand on any one of those children. We couldn't. I was in a facility to where we had cameras on us the whole time we was there, but we still got those kids to do what we needed them to do through proper guidance. Yeah, we had our little rules, but they weren't rules to where it was cutthroat rules. It was rules to where they created them themselves, and it was rules about safety. Safety. But like I said, they were involved in what that process was. And I'm talking really young, 2 years old. And we explained to them. It was constant communication. And we explained to them what we will have and what we will not have. And the discipline took place. And it wasn't really no harsh discipline, Usually you will find having to do that with kids that have severe behavior problems. And I'm telling you, not more than anything, 9 times out of 10, there are reasons directly connected to those psychological problems. Okay. Seriously. But the rest of it is just kids being kids, people being people, and the parents would even come in and be like, how do y'all get them to listen or whatever? And that's what I plan on sharing with a lot of parents and a lot of you guys as I go along. But the needless to say, I don't really want to get into discipline and stuff like that. What I am saying is that these beings is what I want to call them. They are highly advanced. A lot of them will get diagnosed with mental problems or even behavioral problems because of the rebellious streak. And they're rebelling. This is not a physical thing necessarily. This is a spiritual thing. This is a soul thing. You gotta know what you're looking at. It's a spiritual thing. And it's a rebellion there. And they are actually pushing humanity to look towards other ways, new ways, changing, evolution. So they're going to come in on their rebellious thing. Some of them might be delayed in speaking. Some of them may seem like they don't, they're genius in lots of areas. but then that area that you really want them to be, it ain't cutting. But then there's some of them that are definitely genius, like past their time. You know? They're like the prodigies and stuff. But you have a lot of different things going on, and I will get into each and every one of them, every aspect as we go along. But like I'm saying, the environment has to be set up, and I feel like a lot of people ain't really got to worry, but a lot of the parents that's more evolved, that they're being birthed to, are going to help support them in ways that others may not, only because they are aware. Okay? They are aware. This is changing everything. This is changing everything, even our relationships, the way that we do relationships. I will talk about this more. You're not going to be sitting here telling me that you're in a relationship with a person, but you can't be friends with them. Like, you don't know the person. You don't know this person. You don't know this individual. They don't know you. And the only thing you're attached by is feelings. Oh, you make me feel good. Make me feel good. That's changing as well. And as much as people hate to hear that, that's what the truth is. Okay? But yeah, like so many of the indigo children, crystal beings, however you want to put it, I'm not really stuck on the label of it, because I think that that's what throws people off. But they considered themselves as freaks, as rejects, as all these things, because of the fact that their gift was so high. They have a highly spiritual understanding or aspect to themselves, where other people were just way more physical, and they couldn't really get into conversations. They did not really know how to express themselves, and they did not know how to relate. And a lot of them suffered a lot, and they still suffer till this day. They feel like they should be some secret, or the aspects of themselves should be hidden. And yes, that's a lot of past life things that they're going through as well, traumas that they're living out, because most of the time these are highly evolved souls that's been coming in and trying to assist humanity. But you know how it is. A lot of times where you may need to rise past your surroundings, especially if that's what you're incarnated to do, the majority rules with a lot of people. Majority wins with a lot of people. So a lot of the souls don't come in to do the necessarily, have the necessary effect that they can have. But like I said, like a lot of these, like a lot of people that's allowing themselves to come in, and they're part of the change that they're incorporating, they're not going to allow their child to be stigmatized. They're not going to allow that to happen, because they've been strategically put in place by the challenges that they had to experience with themselves. Okay, so they know better. All right. So, but yes, like I said, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, and I will be doing more videos. So just keep yourself posted on it. You know, I'll keep you posted as well. And I'll be talking about a lot of more of this stuff, especially this year. This is what I'm going into. This is the direction I'm going in, because yeah, I feel like a lot of people are saying, you know, especially with the cards, y'all, with the card, I would rather describe energy and come at it that way versus, you know, limiting myself with cards. Because the reason why I say that is not because I limit myself with cards. Other people limit me to the cards. That'll be your whole identity. You know, you're some card lady, or you're trying to read fortunes and futures, and that's not what I'm doing. I am actually training to be a psychologist, and it goes a lot deeper than that, and that's what I'm building here. Okay, so I gotta let that shine more than anything. If you have questions, you definitely can email me, find me on my social media, all of that, because this is more the direction that I will be going in, and I will like to help and assist. And if you have information you would like to give me to help assist others, then yes, by all means, let me know. Just hit me up. I'm pretty good with responding. All right. So this, you know, I'm finished as far as right now, but I'll be back. Butterfly to light. Peace.